back to my channel. It's Ash Babes, aka Namago Magic here. And if you haven't yet, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment, and do the things that need to be done right here on this channel. And if you haven't yet followed me on Instagram, please go ahead and follow me at EmiloelaJ. I'm gonna put, you know, the handle right here or whatever, or right there or whatever. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get right into the video. You know, girl code in detail about, you know, this and the other, whatever. But it's just something that as women, as girls, as ladies, you know, as females, that we just know. It's, you don't, it's just like a, how should I put it, a silent set of rules, you know, when that applies to whether it's your friends, whether it's your cousins, whether it's your you know, sibling sisters, basically. And then yeah, so that's what we're gonna tackle today. We're gonna talk about, you know, a few rules or a few things that should not be done to, you know, people that you really associate yourself with, or at least people that you really are close with, whether it's your cousin, your sisters, or your friends, your close friends, and, you know, stuff like that. So obviously the first thing I'm gonna try to do, like five, or like we'll go as, you know, we'll just go with the flow or whatever. First rule, or the first thing that we need to think about, or that we as women don't do to each other, is, for instance, date an ex. Date an ex, like an ex of a cousin, an ex of a sister, an ex of a friend, like anything to do with exes. You just do not date. All right, women, okay, at least the ones with morals. Women, we do not do that over here. Over here, we do not do that. We do not engage in such, you know, we do not engage in such shenanigans. Say they were in a relationship or whatever, and then now they broke up, like years passed by or months or whatever, and then he's trying to approach you or trying to, you know, they're trying to come over here with that energy. We do not do that, okay? We do not do that. We do not date nobody ex. It doesn't matter if it was from 10 years ago, from high school, middle school, whenever. We just do not do that, because that's weird, okay? Unless you obviously maybe spoke to your cousin, or your, you know, whoever the ex is, your cousin or your sister or your friend, and maybe you have a conversation with her. You're like, oh, you remember Ben? You were dating Ben most from in high school, and he's trying to, you know, come this side, Nyana. And then you're like, and then maybe that person is like, no, it's fine, Ben, I don't even care about Ben, you know, you can go ahead and, you know, even then you just don't do it. But at least have the decency to have a conversation with, you know, whoever, you know, the person dated, just to let them know. The second one is philandering. if somebody's boyfriend, husband, a significant other decides to hit you up, you know, maybe you guys were hanging out, you know, as a group and whatever, and blase, and now the significant other is, you know, texting you on the low, you know, try to, like, you know how boys are slick, guys are slick, they try to do some slick things, and you as a female, you know, if somebody's trying to, you know, do something inappropriate, or like, how should I put it, like they trying to come for you, you just know the energy, you just know. So if it's a situation like that, and if it's not dire in the point, like some guys, they wouldn't just come out like phew, like that, you know, they'll kind of like ease into it, you know, kind of respond to your WhatsApps, do this and that, you know, yana. Then maybe you tell him, no, you know, jy gaan mos met Margaret uit, hoekom is, like, hou op, ek en Margaret is my vriendin, like, please. And then maybe you tell him that, because obviously you don't want to just go to your friend and tell her about something that's really honestly not even happening, you know. So you're trying to warn him, like, stop, like, you know, I just don't feel comfortable, you know, you texting me, and or you doing all these things behind her back, and does Margaret know these things, and blase. And then if he doesn't hear you out and whatever, you go to your friend, or at least like, I mean, that's after you have exhausted everything, told him or tried to ignore him, block him even, and everything, obviously. Like, first of all, block him. Is why are you having, if you have somebody else's significant other's number, like whether it's their phone number, like husband, friend, whatever it is, like somebody that somebody is, you know, intimate with, why are you having somebody's number? Why are you having that person's number? To do what? Especially friends, what are you trying to do with my man's number? You know, I just find that very weird. And in the sense that maybe you had the number, maybe there was an incident where maybe they were trying to surprise the person, you know, the girlfriend, the wife, and then maybe you guys were planning something, and then maybe in that sense you had the person's number. Then why do you continue after everything is done, the party or whatever you were, you know, planning or whatever? Why you still have the person's number? And even if you do, like, why are you texting the person or watching their WhatsApp statuses and all these things? Hey, is that weird, Nigella? Like some such things, like why are you doing that? Because I understand, like, sometimes you maybe get the person's number, and then for emergencies, maybe your girlfriend or wife is hanging out with her friends, and maybe you try to call her, she's not responding, and then now you're calling her friend, okay, Margaret, virus, you know, Joanna, something like that. But then why are you watching people's, and then now you're getting comfortable watching people's WhatsApps, blah, 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 blah. Why do you need my man's numbers for? Delete! Then the fourth one is when in the sense where somebody has your man's number or whatever, and then now they're hanging out without your knowledge. Nobody's telling you that they're hanging out, or they're doing these secret hangouts, and then none of them are telling you. Like, first of all, if you're gonna hang out with my man, why you, the boundaries, the thing about it is the boundaries. Like, people get so used to, well, maybe we were hanging out as a group, and now you are getting so comfortable trying to hang out with somebody's man, and then you're not even only not hanging out with the person's man, now you are not even telling your friend. First of all, if one of my friends or my sisters, whoever's man is texting me trying to hang out, I'm like, first of all, why? And second of all, maybe you live in another town, and then maybe the person is coming in town, and maybe my sister's man is coming into town, right? And then he's like, oh, I'm in town, you know, what's up? Where's the spots, you know, and blase blase. Obviously, I'm gonna tell my sister, like, your man's trying to hang out. First of all, why is the man not telling us? And besides the point, since it's my friend, or like, you know, we are in communication, I have your direct numbers, and we are, you know, here, I will almost tell my friend, it's a show me your okay will met me it hang, you know, I soms nou aan die plek en jy ken mos tog I wil ons moet bietjie, you know, I'd hang in what maar jy vertel mos die persoon why, like, you need to run it through your friend, you know, to tell them and let them know, like, this is what's happening. Do you get what I'm saying? And why are you even hanging with people's men? Like, can somebody tell me, is that normal? Or maybe, is that normal? Fifth one is there needs to be boundaries. Like, as in, obviously there's a situation, like I'm saying, if you're close with your friends and you're always with your family and everybody, you know, your close-knit people, and then you get so comfortable, you always hang out with your man, with them and stuff, and then people get comfortable. But I just feel like there should be boundaries, like certain things that you shouldn't do in front of people's men. Like, you come to somebody's house, you're just walking around, make your hat short, and they snake, you know, within, like, mark yourself too, and hou up with all that, you know, like, just there just needs to be boundaries, as in you need to respect people's relationships, and then you need to stay in your lane, you know, and be respectful. Here in our opinion, maar dat gaan nie oor daai nie. As ek en jy, like, if somebody has a friendship or like a sisterhood or whatever, cousinhood, like, you need to respect people's relationships, and you need to have like, if somebody gives you a boundary, and if somebody tells you, like, they're not comfortable with something, you need to respect that. You know, sometimes we really overstep, right? And then we don't know what people's boundaries are, especially if you haven't sat down and really have a whole conversation about what not to do and this and that. It's not because people are not trusting their partners, or people are insecure, people are this and that. It's just some things that you shouldn't do, because as a person, as a woman, if you are not in a situation, you don't understand how somebody feels. But then when you get in a situation, then you will understand, because at first you're like, I say, well, let's not say, so that's why you need to have boundaries, and you need to understand. If somebody says they're not uncomfortable with something, they're uncomfortable with something, you need to respect the person, especially if you respect the person as a friend or as a sister or as a cousin. You just need to stay in your lane, right? Do I make sense? But yeah, without further ado, if there's more things that you guys, you know, that I didn't add, that I forgot about, please put it in the comment section so we can have a whole discussion about this, and so I can hear from you guys as well, right? Yeah, and thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.